Hello everyone. This is my very first WIP Chat. Yay! I am Nurse Sleeping Beauty, as I'm known on my social media, but my real name is Shantae. And I've been watching all of your videos and I've been commenting on a few of them, and I'm sure you guys are like, who is this girl? Well, I thought it was time for me to introduce myself and do a quick little WIP Chat. It's gonna kind of be all over the place a little bit because it's my first one, just kind of getting acquainted and all of that and learning kind of how the flow goes with these things. Well, first, let me tell a little bit about myself. So I am 47 years young and I have 3 adult children and I am married. So my children are in age 22, soon to be 23, 25, and 29 years of age. So my son is the youngest. He's 22. He will be 23 next week. Next week. And then I have a daughter who is 25, and I have another daughter who is 29 years old. So we're empty nesters. Yay. And me and my husband have been married for 24 years, and we're about to celebrate our 24th anniversary Monday. So almost 24. And we were high school sweethearts. And so that's that. And I have stumbled across diamond painting because I was looking for something that was not very thought intensive to do, that would be relaxing and decrease anxiety, etc. And I fell upon diamond painting and was blown away. Now, I do have some artistic background. I did art, I did draw and things like that in high school and a little bit after that. And I played piano and traveled and did competitions with that in high school. But I didn't really want to do something that it required a lot of energy because my job is pretty intensive. I am a certified registered nurse anesthetist, so I give anesthesia for my career. So when I'm not doing that, I really wanted something that was very easy going, easy breezy, lemon squeezy. You know what I mean? So I was looking for different hobbies, different crafting ideas and options, and that's how I stumbled across diamond painting. I had never heard of it before. Now, I did do cross stitching when I was younger, and so when I saw that this was kind of like a cross stitching but with diamonds, I was hooked. And let me tell you, I have dived in head first, okay? Diamond Art Club has taken a large chunk of my money, okay? Let's just get that out there. I just started my first canvas April 2nd. That's the Mariposa that you see me showing you. Now, I actually did the audio along with the video. However, my microphone just cut out completely. So I'm having to do a voiceover. So bear with me. So I'm doing the Mariposa as my first canvas from Dreamers Design, and it has been very interesting. So I started it on April 2nd, which was my father's birthday. So I started it there, and it's been interesting in that I actually have caught on pretty quickly. It is a pretty big canvas to do for your very first one, but I do have, as I said, artistic background, and another thing, fun fact about me is that I used to bake cakes, and I used to have a cake business, and I did sculpted cakes, purses, footballs, so I did have to carve cakes, things like that. So I have an artistic background anyway. So it didn't really take much for me to catch on to it, to doing the actual task of the art painting. But finessing, it has been a learning curve, right? Just trying to get it lines straight, going a little bit faster, things like that. So that comes with time, and I think I've picked it up pretty quickly, but I'm still trying to figure out which media I want to use in my diamond pens. If I want putty, if I want wax, that so far I think I'm kind of leaning towards the wax, but as I go, I'm sure I'll discover what my jam is, and just trying to figure all of that out. So like I said, I dived in head first. My stash is already very, very large, let me tell you, and I will be sharing unboxings and things like that as we go, but I wanted to come on here and really kind of jump in and introduce myself a little bit. Now I do have a video that is like a compilation of how my first month went, and on that video at the very end I have like a reel that shows all of my diamond paintings that I currently have in my collection, and I have a lot of them. When Diamond Art Club released the Marvel collection, I ordered a bunch of those, and I'm adding more and more and more and more. Now this first painting, Mariposa, is for my oldest child. So I thought the best way to kind of start, since I have so many of them, and kind of, what do I do first? I want to do them all first. But of course, you can't do them all first, right? So I thought, well, let me do one for do art paintings for my children to start. So I started with the oldest child, and I'm doing Mariposa for her. Now my oldest child is an artist. She's a graphic designer. She's also sketches and draws and all of that. So she appreciates the artistic qualities of Mariposa. So she really liked it when I showed it to her. So I'm almost done with Mariposa. 2 more rows to go and I'll be done. It's taken me longer than I wanted it to take because I had some, things go on. Life happens. Life be lifing. And I had to, kind of not diamond paint as much as I wanted to over the past few weeks. But it's coming along, and she will be done very, very, very soon. And then I will frame her. She wants it to be in a frame, so I will do that. I will put it in a nice frame, and all will be right with the world. Then I will do a painting for my middle child, and it will be a piece that has cherry blossoms and a person in a boat on a river. Very beautiful. Her favorite color is purple, so I know she's gonna love it. She's in medical school, so I'm gonna send it to her, and I know she's gonna love it. It's gonna be very pretty once it's done. The next painting after that one will be for my son. He's a classically trained pianist, and he's currently getting his master's in piano performance and teaching and all of that. So I have a painting for him that's a music inspired painting with tons of color, tons of pops of color, and I know it's going to look beautiful in his apartment. So I will unbox the cherry blossom portrait very, very soon, possibly this weekend, and upload that video so you can see the unboxing of that and kind of my reaction of seeing the canvas, the drills, and all of that. And that'll be my next video. Now I have some other canvases lined up to do after I complete the canvases for my children. And I have a canvas that I'm going to do for a friend who lost her dog. She lost her dog, and there's a painting. It's the young lady who does the art that resembles stained glass, and it has an angel welcoming a brown doggy to heaven. And I thought it would be great to do that painting in honor of her dog that she just recently lost. She does not know I'm doing this painting, so I'm going to present it to her without her knowing what it's about. So I think she's going to really enjoy it. So and then the next painting after that will be for a friend whose birthday is in July, and it's a Leo zodiac sign painting. Now I have several Leos that I purchased recently, but I'm gonna do the one that's the lady with her face in the sky, and it's a dark colors, rich dark colors. That's the one I'm gonna do for her. Now I really appreciate the artwork that's attached to the zodiac sign canvases, so I've purchased several that aren't my sign. Okay, I'm an Aquarius, but I haven't seen an Aquarius that I want to purchase yet. But like I said, I appreciate the artwork that goes along with all of the zodiac signs, and so the ones that speak to me, I purchase them, even though they're not my sign, because I do appreciate the artwork. Now after that, I'll probably spin a wheel. Have a app that I downloaded that has all of the canvases on the wheel. I did one for Diamond Art Club. I did one for Dreamer Design. And then I'll spin the wheel to pick which canvases I want to do next, most likely, if I don't already have one in mind that I really, really want to do. Because there is one canvas that has 2 wolves in it, and my husband loves, the wolf themed things. So I might do that one to represent him and me, me and him. And that one might actually happen after I do the ones for my friends. And my plan is to do these canvases and either do them and as I'm doing them, know it's going to be presented to someone. That might be the case. But there may be cases where I'm doing them for my own personal enjoyment, right? Well, all of them are for my personal enjoyment, but it might be that it's not for someone particular, but for my personal enjoyment. But then down the line, I may think of someone, their birthday's coming up or celebration, and I may pull out one of my canvases and gift it to them. That is really what I would really love to do, to gift a lot of them to people, to put a smile on their face, to warm their hearts. That's really what I would love to do for most of them. And of course, some of them will be for me to keep for myself because I want to keep them for myself. And so I'm really enjoying this journey. It's really been fun so far. And even equally enjoyable has been watching your content, all of your videos that you guys have been posting, and also your social media, watching what you're posting, what you're working on, and also the different companies that you guys are sharing. Like, I'm learning about some of the other companies, and so I will be purchasing other canvases from other companies to kind of give a little bit of an eclectic feel to my collection, because I am eclectic. I'm eclectic with my music that I like. I'm eclectic with media content that I consume, whether it be movies, series, collections, books that I listen to or read. I'm very eclectic in the things that I enjoy. So I want my canvases to also represent that eclecticness, if that's even a word. So I'm really enjoying this. Now I will dabble in other craft mediums. Like I want to sit down and do some crocheting at some point. And I'll probably do some cross stitching again. Like I said, I did cross stitching back as a teenager, and I would really love to get back into that too. And like I said, I want to learn crocheting, with the goal of learning how to do crochet dolls and plushies and things like that, and some sewing. I'm just really wanting to get more into my artistic side that I really didn't put a lot of energy in when I was in high school, getting ready, preparing for college, because my original goal was to go to medical school, because I don't know, I just wanted to make sure that financially I was going to be able to provide for any future family I was going to have. Not to say that artists aren't able to do so, because I do have 2 children that are in the artistic realm, piano, and one's a graphic designer. But I also love the sciences. So because I love the sciences too, I knew I wanted to go into medicine. So it was pick medicine or pick art, as far as putting all the energy into it that's needed to create a career. I had to pick, that. Now, not to say I didn't do some artistic things along the way. Yes, of course I did. But now I really want to get into it now that I have a little bit more time. Now I will be starting a business soon. I won't talk much about that right away, but I will at some point, share a little bit about it. And it will be leveraging my advanced nursing practice skills. I'll be leveraging that to start a business. And then my husband also wants to start a business as well. Fun fact, he's a black belt, Taekwondo black belt, actually a 2nd degree black belt. So we have some goals that we want to achieve now that our kids are adults, and also to, I wanted to create some balance with some crafting. So because, working as a contractor in anesthesia, and then about to start businesses, and you need a balance, right? You need an outlet, something to help balance everything you have going on. And I am that type of person that needs a creative outlet to help keep things balanced for me. So, and I'm sure that's why all of you guys are in it too, right? I mean, that's what I think some of us need, that tactile, artistic things to do, right? I mean, I just need that. So anyway, that's the thing with that. So I will be sharing a lot of content on unboxing, canvases, WIP chats, of course, to talk about different things, and also time lapses. So I've been filming my completion of Mariposa, and I will be compiling a time lapse of Mariposa, and then moving forward doing time lapses of the completions that I do, in order to kind of share that. I have watched some of you guys do that, and I really enjoy watching that. And because I enjoy watching that, I know I'm going to enjoy creating that. So Mariposa will have a time lapse video coming along with her when she's completed. And then, like I said, WIP chats will be part of the rotation as well. So with the WIP chats, I really want to come on and talk about, what's going on with me, but I want it to be something that's going to be of value to all of us, not just me. So I will, come on and share different topics. I'll have a theme for the WIP chat most likely, and then discuss that theme, things surrounding that theme. So if you guys want to drop in the comments some themes you would like, topics you would like for me to talk about, I'm open to that, so that we can all get value out of, sitting here and watching the WIP and Chat as we whip, as you whip, I whip, and at the same time, while you're whipping and I'm whipping and you're watching me whip and you're, doing your thing, have some content that's of value. So I'm open to medical things if you guys want to discuss medical topics. If it's something that I'm not very versed in, I would definitely research it and provide, some information. Now, as we always put the disclaimer, this does not replace any kind of medical advice from your doctor, medical care from your doctor. It's literally just for, us to kind of have a forum about things that are happening in medicine. Another topic that we can talk about, books, audio books that we're reading, that I'm reading. Then I'll, come on and just kind of give like a little synopsis of how I feel about that book. In addition to that, of course, we got to talk about series, shows, and movies that we're, watching. Now, I'm a woman of faith, but I do, consume secular and non-secular content within reason. So I can come on and talk about shows, TV shows, movies, whatever. In addition, music, all kinds of topics. Now, when it comes to movies, I love scary movies. Scary movies are my thing. Scary, suspenseful, and I guess if I had to break it down why I love scary movies, I would say it's because of the creativity that it takes to create a scary movie, right? And in fact, I do have a horror mystery diamond painting from Diamond Art Club that I will be doing. So I will most likely do that leading up to Halloween. But as I kind of think about it more and more, like, why do I like scary movies? Because some people don't like them, so they're like looking at me like, why you like scary movies? And I think it's because of the artistic foundation, the artistic side of it, right? To create first the imagery, the costumes, the makeup, the scenery, to give us that feel of what's happening in that scene is real. That takes a lot of creativity, a lot of artistic ability. So I respect that when the artist can create that and make us feel like we're really experiencing that, and we're really afraid, our heart is pounding, even though we know that these are costumes, this is graphic computer generated images or whatever, but in the moment it just really makes you feel like it's for real. So that's the thing. I think I really like scary movies for that reason, and movies and TV shows that make you think about, what is happening. I love that. So I'll definitely kind of share about, some of that stuff. And then books that I'm reading that I've found that are very impactful to me. And it'll be a mixture. It'll be a mixture of secular, non-secular things of that's just pure entertaining, and things that are thought-provoking, things that are faith-based. I mean, just a hodgepodge, because we're not one thing, right? So in keeping with that, one of the series that I've just recently started watching is The Chosen. I don't know why I hadn't watched it before now. Don't know why, but I haven't till now. And it's so well done. Even if you took it out of the whole faith-based realm of it all, and just separated it from that, it's so well done. The acting is great. How they're able to portray these stories that a lot of us have heard growing up, how they're able to portray it is phenomenal, and with a different feel, because we've all seen the Easter stories, all of that, but to give it a different vibe, they've done a very good job with that. So that's one series that I'm watching right now. What other series am I watching? I'm watching one on Hulu that is the young lady that was in Fear the Walking Dead, because I'm a Walking Dead I'm a Walking Dead fan. So anybody that's a Walking Dead fan, please drop it below, please. And then they came out with a spinoff from The Walking Dead called Fear the Walking Dead, which is basically at the same time that The Walking Dead is happening here that's happening. The characters in Fear the Walking Dead are having their experience at the same time in California. So in Atlanta, Georgia is where The Walking Dead kicks off with Rick and his crew. At the same time, things are happening with this family in California. And so Fear the Walking Dead is showing their experience during that, the beginning of all of this craziness, right, of The Walking Dead. So the young lady that plays the daughter in Fear the Walking Dead, she's in a new series on Hulu. For those of you who like suspense and mystery type things, kind of true crime-ish type stuff, it's called Saint X. And it's a very good, so far it's been really, really good. And I don't want to give too much away about it because you may want to go watch it. You may be watching it. If you are watching it, drop below how you feel about it. But basically, she is trying to uncover the truth about what happened with her sister who was unalived on a family trip. Okay. And she's trying to uncover the truth, because now when her sister was unalived, she was a little girl, but now she's an adult and she wants to learn what happened because it's really impacting her and really causing her a lot of anxiety and issues. So she wants to figure out what happened. So it's been really, really, really good. The other show that I'm watching right now is From. And in those of you who don't like scary stuff, you don't want to watch this one. So, like I said, the first one, Saint X, is like a true crime type of vibe, mystery, suspense. And From, however, is more scary. Okay, horror scary. And it's very good. So this is season 2 that I'm watching. Season 1 was phenomenal. Got us hooked. Me and my husband both hooked. So now we're on to season 2. I think we're like 3 episodes in. It just keeps you wondering what is happening in this town. So basically in this town, when you get into this town, you drive through. When you try to drive out of this town, you can't get out. And so everyone there is from somewhere different, but they're all stuck in this town and can't figure out how to get out the town. And then, of course, to add another layer to that, there are creatures in the forest that come out at night to get you. So now they're trying to figure out how to get out this town because they're sick and tired of this dance that they're doing with these creatures every night. So they're trying to figure out how to get out the town. If you like horror suspense, go watch it. You're going to thank me later. I watch it under Prime, but I can't remember which streaming company which company makes it, but I watch it under Prime. So anyway, if you like horror, go watch it. You'll thank me later. I'm trying to think what else am I watching right now. I'm trying to give you something that's in every category, because some people don't like scary, some people don't like true crime. So I'm trying to give you some different ideas of what to watch, Let's see, what else have I watched recently that would be good? Sorry. Okay. All right. So the pollen is doing its thing out here where I live. So my allergies have been acting up. My apologies for that. Now, I did recently watch the new installment to Bridgerton. Yeah. So Bridgerton, I think it's the 3rd season. All you Bridgerton fans, correct me in the comments, but I believe this is the 3rd season. I watched them all, so I'm losing count. But I believe it's the 3rd season, and it's Queen Charlotte. Now, they took this one and they went back in time, honey, to Queen Charlotte. If you recall, if you watch Bridgerton, Queen Charlotte is the big time queen in this town. And the way the stories are told is each season, in keeping with the books. I have not read the books. I kind of want to. Each season is a different person's love story. One of the stars of the show, they tell their love story. So this time they're telling Queen Charlotte's love story, her and King George. What I love about Bridgerton, and like I said earlier, I am eclectic myself in what I like, what I appreciate, what I consume. Because we all are part of a rainbow, right? Music has a spectrum of a rainbow. Books, art, and people. We're a big rainbow. And that's what I love about Bridgerton, is that it embodies that rainbow of people. And I love it. I love it. I love it. All the different people, the different shapes, the different colors, the different demeanors of people in this show is so phenomenal. I just love their embracing the differences. Now, I will say in this particular series, they do kind of dig into how the different nationalities came to be in this area. And it didn't come without its own challenges. So I do appreciate that, because we don't live in a vacuum. So change is always going to have a little bit of being uncomfortable. And so they do address that. And I do appreciate that, because that's life. Anytime you change how things are typically done, it's going to be a little period of uncomfortableness, right? So anyway, they tell her story and her and King George's story. When they were young and just meeting, she was 17 when she got with him. Ended up having, I think, 13 children. I'm like, 13 children, what? But anyway, it is very good. Very well done. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Recommend. Yes, you didn't watch that. So that gives you more of a romantic fantasy show to watch, okay? And then the other show, I'm trying to think. You know, you watch so many shows and then you forget what you watched. I'm thinking. Now, I do want to watch the new Netflix show, Queen Cleopatra. I will be watching that. So that's one I have not watched that I will be watching. So, you know, if you guys are into the shows too, then you can watch it too. And I also like, let's see, I'm trying to think of some more. I can't think of any more. I know another Netflix show that I want to watch is with the Whitney Houston story, the Whitney Houston movie. Absolutely have to watch that one. Not sure why I haven't watched it yet, but I will be watching the Whitney Houston movie because I was a fan. I think a lot of us were a fan. Beautiful voice, sad story, right? Beautiful music, sad story. So I will be watching that one. A little throwback, Stranger Things was really good. If you like, of course, that's kind of the horror. The other show that I have not watched a new season of that I really enjoyed back when I first watched it was Manifest. That was really good. Manifest. Some people didn't like it. I really liked it. Yeah. So that's some of the shows that I recommend. I'm trying to think of anything else. I did a true crime one. I did a horror one. I did a romance, and I kind of threw out two shows that I really want to watch that I have not watched yet. So that's that. And then The Chosen, talked about that. If you want something faith-based, The Chosen is good. Now let's talk about a few of the books that I have read that I think are really good. Because like I said, this video is just kind of my introduction to you guys, kind of some of the things that I'm into, and we're going to do more WIP chats as we move forward, so this is just a get to know me. Now I have been listening to like I said, I really like scary stuff. So I have a couple I've been listening to. The Lost Journals is The Lost Journals. The zombie. Wait a minute. Zombie Fallout.
In her backpack to pull out the. This is one.
Yes, I was clicking on it to get the name. Zombie Fallout is been pretty good. It's about zombies, of course. It's a military type zombie. Trying to find the details. So basically, the zombie apocalypse. So it says Wilkes is alone, struggling to survive on the island once known as Great Britain, 36 years after the zombie apocalypse devastated the world. As the young woman makes her way along the ruined landscape, she stumbles across a backpack filled with journals written by a man she will never meet, but who will alter the course of her life nonetheless. Through these yellowed pages, Wilkes relives the worst that life had to offer at the very end of humanity's reign. So yeah, reading that one. But some of the mentions I can throw in that I've already read. What happens when women pray? No, sorry. What happens when women say yes to Jesus? Really good. A scary one, The Last House on Needless Street is good. A finance book that's really good is We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rogers. Really good book about financial freedom, or That's their freedom of financial abundance, and just, learning how to multiply your money. Let's see. Atomic Habits. That was a good one that I read. It's a really good book about creating habits. That basically doing small atom-sized things will slowly compound on top of each other to create a change in what you do to get you to the goals that you want to complete. So that's a really good book. Let's see. Then She Was Gone. That was a good book. It's a mystery. It's by Lisa Jewell. It's more of a mystery type book. True crime mystery, if you guys are into that one. Let's see. Where the Crawdads Sing by Dahlia Owens. So good. That was a good book. I read the book first before the Netflix series came out. And I feel like they did a very good job with it, because I had read the book first. So of course I already knew what it involved. So they did a very good job with portraying what the book had to say. They did have to cut some things out, of course, because sake of time, but that's a very good story. What would be the genre for that? It's like, what would be the genre? Let's see if I can figure out the genre for you guys. It says literature, fiction, romance. So that's what it's, literature, fiction, romance. Very good, very, very good story. The Tenderland was good by William Kent Kruger. The Institute by Stephen King was a good one. The Whisper Man by Alex North. The Miracle Morning. That's a good one. I'm sure you guys, it kind of goes into the same realm as the Atomic Habits book. The Miracle Morning is a very good book. Talking about rising early, getting your day started. I'm not a morning person, so I read the book. I did appreciate the book. Still struggling with the early rising, but a lot of times I do wake up kind of early naturally. But I do have insomnia. But I am not a morning person. So I read the book thinking that I was miraculously going to be a morning person after reading it, and that miracle was going to happen. But anywho, it has very good tips about creating a routine and things like that. So it's a good one. The Testaments is good. It's a post story of Handmaid's Tale. Kind of gives you closure for Handmaid's Tale. And it's by Margaret Atwood. The Goldfinch, I have not finished reading yet. I have not finished reading that one, so I can't really tell you. The Silent Patient. That was such a good book. I hope they make that one into a movie. And that one is categorized as mystery, thriller, and suspense. So good. So good. Well, I'm not going to keep on, I will, when I start to read my next book, and I want it to be an impactful book. If I pick the book, I want it to be something that's kind of a generalized, everyone can appreciate. Now, if you guys want to pick a book that you've been thinking about reading, but you're not sure, and if you want me to read, I'll read it, and then I'll come on here and I'll tell you what I think about it, if I think it's good or not. But like I said, guys, I will come over here and I'll talk to you guys about a lot of things, because we're a community, right? And I want you to share with me topics you want me to talk about, and even research. And I'll also pick topics that I'll come on here to talk about and research. So I am so looking forward to that, to have a community of people to kind of, talk to, share our common interests, and also share interests that aren't common, that will enrich our lives and reward and give us some reward, right? Because that's what it's all about. We want to be a light to the world, and we want to help each other. And as I scroll past your videos, I have been making it a point to stop, watch the whole video, like the video, comment on the video, even if that means just an emoji, because my hands are tied up doing something else. I want to at least drop an emoji, because I know you put time and heart and effort into that content. And, you know, you want to know that it impacted someone. And because you took the time and energy to create that content, I feel I should take the time and energy. If I scroll past it now, you know, I'm speaking of stuff that's coming across my feed, then I need to take pause and show you that I appreciate that, you know, and that's being a light to the world, you know, showing appreciation to each other. I believe is what it's all about. So I look forward to increasing my impact and my imprint on this wonderful diamond art community, and show me some love. You know, subscribe, like, comment, and I will do the same on your videos, and then we'll just help uplift each other, support each other, and cheer each other on, because, you know, that's very much needed right now with everything that's going on in the world. So I look forward to talking to you guys on the next video. I believe the next video is going to be an unboxing. I need to do one. I've never done really a true unboxing. I did like a TikTok one that was super quick, super fast, sped up. But I want to do a true unboxing where I sit down and open it up and show you the drills and all the wonderful stuff. And then I also drop in the comments some of the companies you guys are using. I'm already purchasing from Diamond Art Club. Diamond Art Club has me holding my purse hostage, okay? Already purchasing from them. Love their work. Love their content. Dreamer Designs, I've already purchased from them. And in fact, I want to purchase that humongous, gigantic church canvas that they have. I think it's called Sunday and Spring or something. Huge canvas. I want to get that one. I want to get more, you know, do like a church collection. So I'm already purchasing from those two, Diamond Art Club, Dreamer Design. Share with me some other ones, because I want my canvases to be a little eclectic. I want to do some jazzy type stuff, some, you know, all kind of stuff. So yeah, drop below some of the companies you're using, and I'll check them out, okay? And I want to kind of also do my own research and start pulling some canvases that I can come over here and show you guys that I'm not really seeing on YouTube very much. So I want to come on here and be the one who kind of shows some of the content that's not being, the canvases that aren't being shown. All right. So this is Nurse Sleeping Beauty, and I will be talking to you guys on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Talk to you later. Peace.